Alright, boom, we're back. Okay, so in this video, if you haven't watched the previous video, I think it's the one where we did the snake enclosure, but the 240Z spacers that we got, they didn't fit. So I got some hub centric spacers, and we're going to be installing them on the 240Z today. But there we go. There are the new hub centric wheel spacers. We'll show you the shims when we take the wheels off and explain the difference between them, but hopefully these will let us use these wheels. Sorry, my dad's cutting the grass over there, so if you can barely hear me and just hear loads of grass cutting, I apologise. Etienne is over there, he's just getting some tools, but we don't need to run spacers because the car's actually fine looking like this, but I want to run the wheels a bit poked out, so hopefully we'll be able to do that. Alright, so we've jacked the car up. We were going to try jack it up from the middle, but we couldn't in the end because the jack arm is too short. Well, we don't actually have a jack arm, but here's what we've done. We just jacked it up. Now we're going to get the lug nuts off, and then we'll show you how to install the spacers. So these were the original shim spacers we got, and they're universal, and they just kind of sit on your wheel like that, but then obviously lose some of your stud, so that wasn't big enough for when the wheels go on. So instead we got some hub centric ones. So what they do is these, look how beautiful these are, man. These should hopefully just sit on the studs like that. We'll tighten them in, torque them all down, and then we still have this much stud, but we get this much extra space. So the wheels are going to go from like being in the arch to just outside, so hopefully it will look sick. Alright, so whilst having a look at the rotor, we've realised there's some brake fluid leaking on it, so something's clearly wrong with the calipers. That's pretty satisfying. Fell in the hole, man. Anyway, so we'll come back to sort that another day, but for now we're just gonna be installing these. Alright, so gotta shout down the mic because there's a leaf blower, but we got it on, it's looking beautiful. We're gonna tighten down these bolts, whack the wheels on, and see how much extra, well, I mean, it's a 15mm spacer, so hopefully it'll look a lot better. So that socket only got us so far. So now we're seeing what other sockets we have that we can fit around it, because it kind of has a recess and that socket was too big for it. So thank you very much for setting that up. Alright, so we got the wheel on. Obviously you can't see what it's done at the moment, but we'll drop it down, and actually you can kind of already see it. That's sick. Alright, so we're going to drop it down now.
Fuck me, that went there.
That is actually a big-ish difference. Look, you can see it poking out. That's sick. That is beautiful. So, we are now just going to do the exact same. So all four wheels, they're kind of the exact same process. So on these carbs that we are rebuilding in about a week, so the carb will be running a lot better, we've got these vent hoses. I need to, originally I was going to run them with we're just leaving them out, but if the carbs did overflow, it would just spit fuel straight up and then down onto the intake, not intake, sorry, the exhaust manifold. So I'm going to get some new piping for that and run it to ground. We've also got the new radiator coming and a custom catch can. Alright, so we haven't had this car started in like 2 to 3 weeks, but now, because obviously my choke cable broke, we couldn't adjust the choke, so we adjust the choke manually, or Etienne had the good idea to adjust the choke manually on the carburetors. So we've adjusted it, we got it started, and now she's idling a bit high and a bit more loud, but alright, so now both fronts have been done. We're just doing the rears. Same process really, just jack it up, take the wheel off, put the spacer on, put the wheel back on, torque it all down to spec, and you should be all sorted. Alright, so we're just putting the last wheel, well, torquing down the last wheel, then all the spacers will be on. We've also just realised something that we can do. So I don't like these like 240Z logos, and they're just stickers, so we're going to take them off, give the car a good clean. And also my fuel cap, it's never closed because of this piece of rubber, so we're going to cut this rubber piece down so that my fuel cap will actually close properly and fully and stay shut. I've also got the new suspension coming in a bit, so the car's just going to have a complete change, man. It's going to be sitting lower, look a lot cleaner. I'm going to try to clean up these side skirts so they're not just, well, kind of grey. They definitely make the car look a whole lot wider, man. The wheels, they definitely poke out. And then with the suspension it'll sit even lower, but it just looks so good. Whoa. So we're going to take off this piece of the fuel cap, get rid of the rubber, and see if it will shut properly, because at the moment it doesn't shut properly. There's one, there's a little washer. Yeah! Yeah! Now we just do the opposite, we just put it back together. So it still does have a tiny little gap, but it's a lot better than it being like this all the time with the piece of rubber, so that's slightly better. I think I might need to adjust the hinge or something. Well, we're going to take these stickers off, give the car a clean. Idris didn't come out in his pyjama bottoms, but we took the stickers off. It's looking a lot cleaner. We're going to clean up the side skirts, try to get this grey off, but we might just need to respray some of it. Alright, so 240Z is clean, looks way better, it's poking on both, it's looking nice. Can't wait to get the bumper and the mirrors on it and just complete stage one after the suspension goes in and all the control arms. I just ran here, I don't know why I ran here, but I'm out of breath now, I can't even lie, but it just looks great. Look at that, it's poking out, man. Hasn't even settled yet, but looks good.